Hey everyone, this is Kelsey from the Arcane Library, and today I just wanted to give you kind of a brief overview of how Shadowdark RPG came to be. So it's my most recent and definitely my biggest project, and I've had a lot of new folks joining the Arcane Library community recently, and I've had people asking me, what was the origin story of this game and of you as a writer, and so I figured it was the time to share that information. I've been playing D&D for my whole life, really. I started towards the end of grade school, early middle school, back when 2nd edition AD&D was the rule system of the day. And I didn't know what I was doing then, and neither did my friends, but we had a lot of fun with it. And we eventually moved over into 3rd edition. That came out shortly after we started playing. I grew up in southern Wisconsin, and I had a lot of D&D history around me, and I had a lot of people running games who were either writers in the industry or people who worked in the industry, and I just got a lot of exposure to sort of a classical style of D&D. Like the first campaign setting that I ever played in was the city-state of the Invincible Overlord. So it was interesting because I kind of had my foot in both worlds. I was playing like 3rd edition D&D, but in this old school style that really spoke to me. And so over the years I grew up, I became a writer. That's what I studied in school. And then 5th edition came out, which was really exciting. And I thought, why not do the thing I love most, which is writing D&D adventures? So at first I thought that was a silly career aspiration. There was a lot of, nobody can make a living writing D&D adventures. And I'm glad that that's something that I and the people who surround me and support me kind of pushed me to try, because here I am today as a professional games publisher, and I have been able to move from writing adventures to actually developing my own game system, which is Shadowdark RPG. And that system was born out of my kind of original love for this blended vibe of old school gaming, but kind of with newer rules that streamlined it. So I set about to writing Shadowdark RPG. It took me almost 3 years of constant work, and the work was never hard. Honestly, it didn't drag. It wasn't an arduous project. It really poured out of me because I feel like Shadowdark is kind of like my love letter to the editions of D&D, to all the things that I loved about all the different editions, and I've played all of them at this point, and all my memories and nostalgia from being a kid, but then all of my learning and modern knowledge about game design that has come about being a professional D&D writer now for a long stretch. We got through the OGL crisis that happened a short while back, and even though that was a really challenging thing to face, it just reminded me of the resilience of this rule set, that even if you change the names of monsters and ability scores and all that, the game plays the same, and I'm really happy with how it runs. Really, it couldn't be defeated at that point. It was just a speed bump. But we're back to the original rules now that I had originally written, and I'm just so excited for you all to see it and to finally be able to give it a shot, run it with your group. I'm so strongly hoping that this game kind of serves as a bridge between our old school and our new school players, to show that there's so much a spirit of the game that both have in common, and that there's so much to be drawn from both ends of the spectrum that is so wonderful and creates such a cool gameplay experience. So I hope you'll check it out. Kickstarter link for the preview page is up, and it's gonna go live soon, so sign up so you don't miss it, because it's happening really quick. And I am just really pumped to get the game out there. Thank you so much, and I hope that you guys have a lot of fun gaming. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.